Come on, we deserve it! His team ain't on our level! Get that! Wow!
Welcome back to Beijing. Stan Fletcher, despite his brilliance, finds his Maulers sitting at 1-4 as Noah Ballou and the Mob at 2-3, looking for some offensive consistency that they have not yet found in this tournament.
I'm really excited to see these two teams play. Every time the Maulers and the Mob get together, it is one heck of a show, and these two teams are motivated to keep pace with the Rumble, who's way out in front in this series.
The opening play is the tip to Moon. He leaves it for James Lee with the hard finish right over the top of Rodney Bond. Great way to start the game for the Mob.
James Lee at 6'6", 245 has got some real scoring ability, and the Mob need to unlock that to keep him as a threat.
Teron Williams looking for the alley-oop, a bad pass, and Ramon Moon and the Mob will come back the other way. That's a bad pass as well. One bad pass deserves another. Ballou gets tripped up by Bond and flips himself as like the gymnast he is to draw a foul.
I think that was for the benefit of the official there to draw the foul. Little gravitation disorientation.
Noah with the baby floater there. Nice job on the face-off. You don't see that very often on face-offs, but little touch.
Noah is better at pulling up and making sure he gets points on the board in that face-off situation. He's better than anyone in the world at it.
Ramon Moon with a two-handed finish. The blast off again from Moon, and we've got an 8-0 start here as the Mob in complete control early. Look at this. Boom, two-handed over the head slam.
3-2-1 contact, getting all three offensive players involved. The Mob have some hitters out there in this lineup.
Stan looking for inches, nothing doing. Turnover again, and back on the break comes James Lee. A great outlet from Lu Fong and the one-handed power jam. An awkward landing. He gets a .2 from the Russian judge on the landing, but a great finish.
James Lee has got his float with him tonight, and that spells trouble for the Maulers defense.
11-0. Stan with the switcheroo in midair, but nothing doing. 11-0, and looking to build on a good effort there on a bad pass. Fletcher tracked it down. Sandy Fletcher, that is. Cross court, looking for Noah. Noah fires it. Gets it, three-pointer.
Noah Ballou, inside, outside. This guy is giving you everything.
Noah's confidence level is sky high, and he can do anything on the floor.
14-0, complete domination, and the Maulers looking for answers. And there's Teron Williams, and a little frustration setting in. You could see it, the two gunners going at each other there.
Those are the enforcers for their respective teams, and this will be a face-off. Teron looking a little salty there.
Teron Williams hits the springs and attacks with the one-handed power jam. If Memphis Robinson is the micro gunner, Teron Williams is the macro gunner.
We got Teron Williams. He's the physical guy on the court for us. He's what I like to call a power gunner.
So finally off the schneid, the Maulers and Stan Fletcher looking for some more points here. Whips it out, but a great defensive job. Fletcher on the wing intercepts it. Ballou looking for a dive cut. Finds James Lee, and he's got another one.
James Lee is unstoppable this game, as you see Noah Ballou serving up the Mob lob from the island.
Just the patience personified from Noah Ballou. A nice lead from Stan, but again, nothing happening on offense here for the Maulers. And back in the break, Lee with another finish. He's on fire here in the first half, James Lee.
And if you notice the difference, sometimes Lee is going high, like he does here off this lob, and sometimes he's just going fast so that Rodney Bond is discombobulated and doesn't know how to play him.
Definitely has Bond guessing right now. Fletcher throws it off the board, hits the springs, lays it up and in. Stan creating as usual. Only 5 points here for him and his Maulers though. Nice fake, Ramon Moon attacking, looking for a cutter, finds Lu Fong. He'll go up and finish! Adding another insult to the injury that has been this first half for Coach Kenny Anderson and the Maulers. What a disgusting display of offense.
Welcome to my nightmare, Darren. It's a half of Slamball where only 5 points are scored by a team. Coach Kenny Anderson's really going to have to go back to the drawing board. And we asked the former NBA All-Star what his take was on the level of Slamball strategy.
Carlson hits the island, flips it over his head to Campbell.
Fletcher inventing every time down the floor.
Soft touch from Kevin Vaughn.
Who is this
A
guy?
lot of people underestimate the strategy of Slamball. Players soaking so much in. And I think Slamball is when you get hit, your body reacts and your mind reacts a different way. You got to keep your composure and get in the trance and get into certain execution. It's really a tough game to be successful at.
Oh, nice. That was a slobber knocker.
You got to be fearless. Someone, when you get in the air, when you get on a trance, a lot of people can't do it because of they're not fearless, they're nervous.
Up high and hard there.
You want to go for maximum amplitude.
These players are different kind of skill set, believe me. I think basically the ones that are very successful at Slamball are two-sport athletes. Maybe played football before, that play basketball, that are very athletic. Also, they're very aggressive.
A ginormous shot right there. Oh, that was assault and battery.
To develop up here in China, Slamball is awesome. You know, we got different clubs that they putting up, and they can learn the game. There's a concept to Slamball, and by them coming over here and having Slamball courts put up, it's going to be awesome. They're going to learn how to play the right way. The game is fast-paced. It's very exciting. It's a great sport, man. It's awesome.
Second half action, and they're going to run that same play as Ballou tips it off. Ramon Moon firing, but denying. Dr. No, Rodney Bond was there. Unbelievable stop.
Rodney Bond is one of the elite stoppers of all time in the sport, and lets Ramon Moon know about his resume.
A nice quick hit. The Maulers need that. Stan Fletcher finding Teron Williams on the alley-oop and the two-hand finish. The Maulers got to have some offense here.
And Teron Williams playing some defense, too, on that perimeter. This is what the Maulers team needs to get back in this.
And a missed shot, Ballou with the air ball on the three, giving life to the Maulers. Teron Williams running the point, and that's why you don't want him necessarily running the point. An errant pass, looking for Stan. He'll bounce it up, freestyle, leaves it for Inches with the dunk, and that's who you want with the ball. Stan Fletcher creating for others.
Stan Fletcher is using his supporting players to great effect here, setting up first Teron Williams and then his running mate, Sean Inches Jackson.
And here come the Mob needing a break. You haven't scored since the half started, but Lu Fong will take care of that. Unbelievable two-hand finish, moves it out of the way of Rodney Bond.
That was just nasty. He gets the little clutch there, and he's already baptized Bond a couple times in this series.
And Stan turns it over, thought he had a teammate on the wing. Nobody there. Leaves it for Lu Fong again. Noah Ballou with the picture-perfect leave, and Lu Fong with the monster finish.
It's like he caught the alley-oop, and then with the extension on the right hand, that was impressive.
Stan leaves for Inches. Nothing doing. He'll reset it. Finds Fletcher with the power jam. Nice give-and-go action. Still down 14.
Stan Fletcher and Inches Jackson have been teammates going all the way back to when Slamball was in a warehouse in East LA, getting it done here in Beijing. But Lu Fong, the first dragon, is absolutely unstoppable.
We asked Kenny Anderson, how do you throw off this Mob team and their timing?
I think we have to throw their timing off to beat the Mob, throw their execution off. We have to slow down their pace of getting in the tramp, and that's defending, getting in their way, being aggressive. It's the will to win. Who wants it the most?
Ballou looking for James Lee, leaving it for Lu Fong. It's been Lu Fong here in the second, dominating as James Lee took care of the scoring in the first half. Some freestyle? No, a little too creative there, trying to be like his mentor, Stan Fletcher. Speaking of, back on the other end, the double tramp stamp with ease and authority.
He manages to give you something different every time down the court. It absolutely blows my mind. I would love to know, like, what's going on in his brain.
And he absolutely has befuddled DeAndre Faison, who nothing was going on. What a finish from Ballou. He got smacked in the face, yet somehow slammed that one home.
Yeah, Ballou will call in for a sub just to get checked out, but does a nice little jackknife cut there, takes the pass, and makes sure he can elevate for the critical bucket.
Teron Williams battling with Faison. Good job by DeAndre, who's had himself a nice ball game, digging it out. Sandy Fletcher and the mob, they don't know quite who to give the ball to without Noah out there to handle it, so they'll find Lu Fong flying from the wing, leaves it for Lee, and some disorientation here for the mob. Fletcher leaves it for Lu Fong. No, too far on that cut right there, and so looking for some sort of patience, Lu Fong fires the three and gets it. Says, well, can't find anyone to pass to, I'll just shoot it myself.
Without Noah Ballou on the floor, the mob offense doesn't run quite as smoothly. Lu Fong stepping up and taking advantage.
Oh, Stan Fletcher with the reverse backspin 360. He went up, going to his left, spins back to his right, and again, I'm losing superlatives here when it comes to Stan Fletcher and his aerial acrobatics.
Changing his mind from left to right, Stan Fletcher with the crazy spin move there and the big power finish.
Nice dive by Inches. Still trying to keep his team alive here. It looks like a dire situation, but you see the energy still there from Inches.
Inches definitely energetic, and Stan Fletcher energetic with the freestyle finish, throws it up to himself.
Ooh.
Oh
wow, we got a big hit. Really nasty hit over here. Inches Jackson taking out Lu Fong. Ooh! Looks like he might have even caught his head there, Mason. That is a big-time hit.
That's exactly what happened, Darren. Look, he hits his head on that metal stanchion. Inches has had issues with his emotions in the past as Lu Fong is up on his feet. Let's see if he'll step in for the face-off. We could certainly understand if he didn't want to, but that's a nice moment with Stan Fletcher, his mentor, making sure that the young Dragon's okay.
And you wonder if the frustration setting in here for Inches and the mob, just a brutal hit after he'd already released the ball too. So let's see how Lu Fong responds with this face-off.
And Lu Fong is getting the crowd pumped up. They want to see Lu Fong in this one-on-one situation.
And he wastes no time and flies and finishes two hands. Great finish as he moves over just at the last second to power jam it home.
That was really special. Just otherworldly toughness. Lines up for the face-off. Sean Jackson, an absolute rock star in those face-offs. He was in perfect position for that block, but Lu Fong just wanted it more.
Just shoved that ball over at the last second, okey-doked him and got it. And there's a blast off from Ramon Moon, and that's going to do it here. Ramon Moon silencing the Maulers for the final time tonight. Let's see if Teron Williams can get a bucket here. He does. He flips it to himself. Too little, too late. The mob destroy the Maulers 40-26.
And the Maulers showed some signs of life, but this game was really all about Lu Fong, who was doing it from the inside, from the outside. He matched his mentor, Stan Fletcher, and after this vicious hit, walks in and really set this arena on fire with the big exclamation mark.
Great job by Lu Fong as we get ready for those slashers and the rumble, and that's going to be a tough one.
We're trying to disrupt timing. We're trying to get people in at awkward angles. Basically, that's our defensive philosophy.
The Rumble 5-0 have dominated this tournament so far. Jelani Janice and Whitney White have been powering this team to victory as we leave it for Memphis, but he can't finish. The Slashers, however, undermanned, being led by Josh Carlson, coming off that gutty victory against Stan and the Maulers. Memphis for 3 to get us started.
Splish splash from Memphis Robinson. This is the way the Rumble like to play. Outside shooting, power bombs, and then that back line of defense is super stout. I don't think Memphis has missed more than a couple jump shots in this whole tournament.
They have been impressive on the offensive end, but their defense getting in their offense. Then Jelani, no, great job by Blackwell, hangs in the air and denies the floater.
Monty the Monster Minotaur slapping that ball away. That is a big dude as Marco Bianchi with the first points on the board for the European player.
Oh, Memphis Robinson from the outside spring. Memphis is burning.
Memphis is burning, and he's got some fans even on his own team.
Memphis Robinson is the most creative, dynamic athlete that is clearly undersized in this league. He is my favorite player.
the ability to create from that outside springs. You're used to it from Whitney White, but Memphis Robinson showing off his athleticism there. Bianchi throws it away. Great effort by Hemphill, who runs into a little trouble. Carlson, of course, on the ground trying to fight it out. Whitney White, some loose, sloppy ball handling happening right now as the Slashers looking to tie this game up. Bianchi again attacks, but nice job by Redmond to deny, and a great outlet. Janice, powerbomb!
Oh!
Yes! Jelani Janice right through Blackwell!
Are you kidding me? I don't even know what that was. Chest to chest, then with the double pump finish, Jelani Janice. What the hell, dude?
My job is to go through the stopper. I don't want to go over him. I want to go through him. If he's on his way up, I'm giving him contact first. After I give him contacts with these elbows and these knees coming right at him, on the way down is when I'm trying to finish with the basketball.
Bro, that is just levitation, devastation from the scariest dude in the game.
Showing why he is the perfect combination of speed, power, grace. Unbelievable, Jelani Janice. A nice shot there from Carlson to cut the lead, but wasting no time. Hemphill looking for a cutter, has Jelani, leaves it for Whitney on a straight dive from the outside, and he finishes with the one hand.
Whitney White can generate a lot of energy with very little space as Carlson hits that baseline jumper. Here you see White has got that ability to just extend. He's very long and rangy.
Kevin Fawn will freestyle it, looking to get past Redmond, and does with a little double tramp finish. Doesn't stamp it home, but will seal that one with a little floater kiss.
Did you see that Jelani comes in, and Monty, if I was him, I'd be having nightmares of Jelani Janice coming at me, and Janice takes advantage. Kevin Fawn always in the right spot, but Janice loads up against Monty and then dips it off. He knows how to use that extra attention to set up his teammates.
Whitney White and Jelani Janice working in perfect tandem again, but Carlson with the great read and the one-handed finish on the dome of Dave Redmond.
And that's just Slamball IQ. You see the trailer here, Kevin Fawn, the stopper is playing for that trail, and Josh Carlson, not the biggest guy, but he elevates to make sure he gets some points on the board for his team.
Memphis missing. Oh, that doesn't happen very often right now. Carlson looking to get one more bucket. Can they cut the lead here? Fawn freestyles. Redmond denies. Good first half for both teams. The underman Slashers. Josh Carlson doing a little bit of everything to keep his team in this game.
And the Slashers are just exhausted with no subs. Josh Carlson and Kevin Fawn trying to keep it going, but these Slashers, they've proved they can win this way. Is there anything else this guy can do for his team? He's played the whole game, no substitutes, and he's giving it all today for the Slashers.
It's so thrilling for me as a coach to see these guys pulled together. To me, a team is defined by an adversarial situation. How do they meet adversity?
No Bryce Arledge, no Scotty Campbell, and yet here is Josh Carlson leading the Slashers to a victory here.
Scotty went down, looks like he's out of the tournament.
Scotty Campbell down, and he looks to be in real pain there.
We lost Bryce, had to rush home to be with his mom who's going in for emergency surgery, and now we're without our two top scorers.
Bianchi keeps it alive. Bianchi has made hustle plays today that has left his team in good positions.
We're short on bodies, so we're bringing in Marco Bianchi, the first European Slamball player. He's from Italy, so we're hoping to get some good beats out of the deal.
Kevin Fawn being fantastic with the little baby jumper.
Kevin's been very interesting because he's kind of shown this knack for scoring a two-point jump shot from inside the tramp areas that no one really has capitalized on.
Fawn with another quick hit. This kid's touch around the hoop is insane.
What he's learned how to do is to fake like he's going for the slam, and then he pulls up a jump shot.
Very innovative. He's taken some shots that I've never seen before, and I've been around Slamball for a long time.
The Padawan taking on the master, and Kevin Fawn with a fantastic finish.
I was super proud of the guys last night. We won with only 4 players. We only had 2 players that could speak English on the court at one time, and we gutted out a victory.
Our guys are literally crawling off the court at the end of the game. They have nothing left to give, and there's nothing like that. It's so wonderful.
Second half action, Whitney White looks for Memphis, somehow bounces it up despite the contact from Blackwell. The micro gunner finishing and getting 2 more for his team.
You know what's interesting? Memphis Robinson will never stop running his mouth if you were hanging out with him, but once he gets on the court, oh, nice freestyle move. Once he gets on the court, he just lets his play do the talking.
Speaking of play, Jelani Janice stepping into a three and building the lead. This Jelani, inside, outside, power, finesse, he's got the whole package.
He really does, and his ability to play off.
Jelani falls down, mistimed his jump. That power jump a little too far and missed the springs. Here comes Bianchi. Leaving it for Carlson. Great leave from the Euro wingman.
You know, Josh Carlson is filling that trailer role that is usually reserved for Scott Campbell or Bryce Arledge, these massive elevation guys, and Josh Carlson is just finding a way to get it done.
Marco Bianchi not scoring has showed a good understanding of the game. Another three. The Rumble continuing to dominate from the outside.
Splish splash, Memphis Robinson has got that range, kids.
Kevin Fawn freestyling, hits the top, needs freestyle again, resets, nope.
Yeah, that freestyle that Kevin Fawn was doing there, the rule is that the ball has to clearly and distinctly leave your possession. And here you see Kevin Fawn trying to shorten that stroke, and the officials with the quick whistle on that. But more importantly, Jelani Janice went down awkwardly in the springs, and you see here he's limping to the bench. This is not something that Coach Rob Wilson wants to see. Jelani Janice, the most feared player in Slamball, you want him operating at peak capacity.
And he's been the most dominant player in this tournament, and it's a big loss for him if he can't come back. Whitney White taking flight, but a good job. Look at Delmonte Blackwell hanging in there and doing his business. 13-22, still a long way to go. Bianchi, again, the nice lead, not looking to score, but looking to set up. And Carlson again with a little jumper.
Carlson doing everything in his arsenal to keep this Slashers team within striking distance. If they get a stop here, anything can happen.
Memphis with a great lead. Gennaro Hemphill with the jam. A freak attack there. Just a dive bomb right down the middle and the dump to the cutting Hemphill.
The little guys hooking up. Gennaro Hemphill with that straight wing cut took advantage of the stopper being out of position, as Bianchi drawing a foul here. Let's see how he can do.
Hits a high attack and will finish with the right-hand power jam. On the board with his first jam.
Marco Bianchi is the first European Slamball player. His teammates love him. They don't understand him, but they love him.
Yeah, Marco's a pro basketball player in some of the leagues. I heard he was on the national team for Italy, so I think he's going to translate well, especially to the hoop style of Slamball.
Bianchi has shown flashes here, still learning the game, and you can see it as he throws that one away. No one there. Still some growing pains for the young man, but doing an admirable job in tough circumstances. Back come the Rumble. Leaving it up. Gennaro Hemphill from Whitney White. White, as you said, not quite the playmaker with a perfect pass there.
Maybe he heard me and he was like, screw you, Mason. Check this out.
It's very possible.
That was really nice. Gennaro Hemphill and Whitney White have played together all the way back since
Carlson freestyles it to himself. Josh Carlson taking a page from Stan Fletcher and finishing.
I have never seen Josh Carlson freestyle before. I guess necessity is the mother of invention.
Trying to will his team to victory, but it might be too little too late. The underman Slashers look out of gas. Air ball from Whitney White.
More evidence that Whitney White has no jumper.
And that's going to do it here. Delmonte Blackwell will throw it up, a last-second heave. Too much effort there, great effort without Jelani Janice here for most of the second half. The Rumble come out with a victory.
And how about this? The Rumble is going to enter the playoffs undefeated to face the Maulers. The Mob and the Slashers will square off in the other bracket.
A great job from Memphis Robinson taking over for Jelani Janice, but that is the story. What will the status of Jelani Janice be going forward in this tournament?
Jelani Janice, they need him operating at full capacity. This will be a heck of a storyline to follow.
For Mason Gordon, this is Darren Flam. We will see you next time in Beijing.